podcast with Masini Diana. First of all, Mafetu, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, Mafetu. We are currently on 476 subscribers, and it's all because of you guys. And it's not manga business. It's not, it's because of you guys who are making sure we are pushing each and every day. And today, Mafetu, this is the hashtag, the business creep. And today, Hotman Lam, Cargo Topisi. Hotman, welcome to the show, Mfetu.
Thank you so much.
Super. Super. Mfetu, thank you so much for coming through.
Super.
Yeah, it's been long overdue. It's been long overdue.
Yeah, from the first show I was supposed to be here. Mfetu. When you reach 100 subscribers, I was supposed to come and celebrate with you.
Yeah.
The end of the year last year I was supposed to be here. But now we're here.
Now we're here.
No,
Mfetu, thank you so much for coming through. So, without any waste of time, I see we've got your brand. We're going to talk about your brand without wasting any time. But let's firstly talk about you. Ubani Cargo, Mfetu. Maybe take us through your journey with Ubani Cargo, Usugapi, and then we can talk about the business. Not only this business, I know you're a businessman, but as who is Cargo?
Amen. As for Chaka, Cargo, I was born in Cargo Topisi. I was born in Sophusha. Makhaya. That's why my other stage name is Auti kasie makhaya.
Oh,
yes, Auti kasie makhaya, because of I grew up in a place called the Ribe.
Okay.
I'm from the royal family.
Wow.
Sure. So I was born in Soweto in the early 80s.
Where in particular Soweto though? Because Soweto is huge.
Yeah, I was born in Mapeta.
Mapeta is along there.
Yeah.
Mapeta. Oh, okay.
Mapeta East.
All right.
Not far from the Ravi station.
Oh, okay.
That's where I come from. I grew up there, I think, until the age of 2, until when my great-grandmother, it was because of we were staying next to hostel, the Rafi hostel. It was during those era, Kata Freedom Party and all those things, you understand? So my great-grandmother said, no man, this one must come to Makhaya. And then I grew up also was raised by my great-grandparents who did a great job to raise the men that you guys see today.
Nice.
And then I came back mid-90s. I came back to Josie. Ever since then, ntwana makhaya, Josie. That's why ntwana makhaya, Auti kasie.
Okay.
Understand? Because of Kaiso, Auti kasie. They still see me. Ntwana kasie, ntwana makhaya. So that's me. I moved from Soweto to Val.
Okay.
Now I'm based in Mid Valley. So. Okay. Yeah, but I'm all over, man. I'm all over, as you say. I'm those guys who are there and there. I understand the small, but yeah, Cargos. Cargos.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, all over, because I mean, I don't know. Even today, I was busy. You were busy. And by the way, the wife is also here, guys. Shout out to the wife. She's the one who's producing this one. And we're going to talk about that, because what I like, as much as he's a businessman, there's a show that they run as well, Go Timeline. Because remember, I'm also from Timeline. Timeline is home, by the way. But let's talk about the business journey, man. I mean, we look at your brand, so Sophusha Grend. Let's start here. So Sophusha Grend. Where did this concept, begin or started? Like, when did it all start? Sophusha Grend. Because when I look at this, and let's say I push every day, and still I start to Grend. But take us through. Before we talk about the brand, maybe let's talk about the business chain. The current business chain.
This branding thing, or I think I was born a business person.
Okay.
That's what my great-grandmother, I was raised by my great-grandparents who were selling. That's where I also got the name Cargo.
Okay.
Cargo, it's ntwana,
yes.
And I got the name Cargo from Mama Chita because of grow up in Soweto. I was those guy before Jaskela. I would have my fruit go stationing. Tshware Cargo to Tanzania or to New Canada. Just to tabalaza new guy key, you understand? Then I would have my...
So you were selling inside the train?
The train.
Yeah, man.
Get my point. Before, I understand. So, they get one from... By that time, they security clan.
Okay.
My parents bought the house, go protect clan. And then, go to a lady station to New Canada or Crazy. I would sell the veg or the fruit in the morning. I would have my fruit in the morning. Then, kili smokes are. They call us the smokes are go. And then maybe over 100 rand, you have 80 rand.
Oh,
you understand?
Okay. So now 30% share.
Yes. I like that I get to from Naledi to New Canada. The check is at 80 rand. It's 70 rand. Then you get scale. So Koskela will have my
before Koskela I'm saying.
You know what my granny always said? He said there's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
But they create 48 hours in your time.
Wow.
So meaning if it's scanner, and I've never been late.
Wow.
I've never been late. I was never been late. So if it's scanner 7:30, by 6 o'clock, 20 we give kilo kakadu.
Yeah.
7 o'clock or 20 we give past 7. We give kakadu from New Canada to Mirafi. Yes,
and back then the Cairo Valley they were very quick, because there was no issues of load shedding, nothing. You know, everything was just.
And the Cairo never can now.
Yeah.
You know, I can fit New Canada. Una Cairo 8-1, una 4-7. Yeah, to New Canada fika ka 7 o'clock. Then it will fika Mirafika 20:07. It will never go. It will never go wrong.
Exactly.
If you are equal late, you know them very well. You know the Cairo 8 after like every after 15 minutes they will be a train that comes. Then you know okay, I buy equal late, and then you don't go Cairo 80. I always have my headset. Listen to radio, and then remember there were traffic people when they buy traffic again. Then they will tell you, Karo eso ito kwalwa, Karo eso hay no kwalwa. Then I would always know Karo eso ito fika kana go station. So that's when the name Cargo started, and then because of I always have something to sell, I always have something for them to buy. They will say, then they started calling me Cargo Man.
Okay, nice.
That's how the name Cargo was called. Then it was Cargo Man. Cargo, okay, right, I'll tell you. Then whatever that you need, sweets, peanuts, veg, fruit, after school you push a veg. Then you have Jimmy. We talk about the cocks, you can make and Josie, you know, by the cocks.
Okay.
We talk about Shinka, you can make and Josie, you know, by the Shinka. They introduced cell phones. You need a cell phone, you can make you open and lay the guys go brie. I know who's selling the phones, go brie. I know who's repairing phones, go brie. And then they give me, then you always have karma, you always have something to sell.
Exactly.
You get me? That's how the skill and the love for this kind of business started. Then from there, the branding. I was motivated by Uschaba, who's the guy who's doing e-auction culture.
Uschaba
if you know the song,
it is wonderful.
It is wonderful. Yeah. I'm also there. That's where this.
Wow.
Mnandi mfana kha ukuthi usibonisile ukuthi impilo besingayipusha noma besizama.
No,
I'm telling you, if you listen to that,
I know those
yes, that
lyrics,
that's when I met Amachita. Then they started saying, man, we can be able to push this. But they were pushing it H2O.
Okay.
But there was election culture because H2O but we had no fire. I had a friend, Zone 9, Utiza. So every now and then ngizovanya window fire, you understand? Just to and then that's when I met the H2O. Then basically and then I liked the idea election culture. I said, hey man, these guys this is nice. By that time, Lokshin Culture was not even famous.
Yeah.
And then I like this. And then I started telling the guys, if this is your brand as a Kathleen, Lokshin Culture, yase. So I told them, if this is your brand, Kathleen, why not? Because you are musicians. Why not combining with this guy and then if me I will do that. You get my point? Not knowing that I'm building a career into music. Wow. Not knowing in 4 years, 5 years down the line, they will write the song and then thanking me.
Sure.
So I got the inspiration from Lokshin Culture, and then there was equal from DJ Uban Autism Pika, but we friendly Uncle Lam.
Okay.
And then that's when everything started. Then we started a brand with my cousin. It was called Half Tiger.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
5 rand.
Yeah, Half Tiger.
Okay.
10 rand, green 10 rand, it catch a pagat.
Okay.
We sharing Half Tiger. Then we started the Half Tiger. We pushed it Half Tiger until something like for 3 to 4 years. We were pushing that with my cousins. And then it fell over because of some other things. And then I introduced Pressure Pusher Panda.
Okay.
Yeah, Pressure Pusher Panda. We did push the Pressure Pusher Panda. And
so where did you get the concept, the Pressure Pusher Panda? Because I know Opro Kit is a song.
That's where I got the idea of Pressure Pusher Panda. By that time, I was a fan of Pro until today. I still listen to music at Pro. I still believe he's one of the greatest that
legends,
hip hop has given us. So I got that idea, Pressure Pusher Panda from Upro, from his songs. Then I started making the t-shirt after Niega, Half Tiger, and then there was a Pressure Pusher Panda. Not knowing I'm not the only one who's pushing it. You get my point? And you know when you push something from Uti, you turn out the idea. But the decoration, I'm the only one who was doing that, but there were so many Pressure Pusher Panda. You understand?
Okay. So it was not trademarked.
It was not trademarked, and then I stopped in Pressure Pusher Panda, and then I moved in Savannah when did you move? 15.
Okay.
2015 we moved to this side. We moved this side, and then I think like A2 Mall.
Okay.
There was a boy, they call him Snow White.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snow White, he was trying to be his pemel.
Okay.
Usipakiseli imoto lapha picking lot
age.
Yeah, it's age. So every time man is at age, we'll park on one side.
Okay.
Yeah, like we'll tell my wife, no, sparking up. Money one is sparking up. You get my point? And that man we am trying slowly but surely we are born at the hot man in Halal Paganana. And the hot man in Magati. Hot man quick, 5 rand, 2 rand, whatever the ring now. Mangana next year I'm telling you time one.
Yeah, better.
So one day I think clearly la payana. Ngapha ngase entrance in yabona le entrance in my bank.
Yeah,
I used to pick that side. And then his friend came in a trolley. You understand?
Okay.
So when his friend come as a trolley, he says to me, "How has been parked?" So the other guy on Pagisayo, you know, I always call everybody Unga. Yeah, so they know me. I am now. I keep on a country there. No power. I thought one was pusher pusher the trolley. You understand? Pusher now. I'm not sure I want to Nongam. Ungam lawyers with him now. See pusher me and Nongam. That's when the idea is to pusher is in a corner. Looking at it, roll I push out. He aimed. But the idea was actually it roll it well. So that as was to something. You understand? The only trolley as we push it well, you want to obey from a shop over your ten because we are pusher. That means no one to some tablet. So who push a tot. When I trolley empty, we sell a pagat, but I'm paying a pagat. Ubuya well. So the idea was okay, right? The trolley made it well. The trolley made it push. As push it to do. That's how Sophusha Sibe Grend was
nice,
born.
nice.
Then I went home and then I explained to my wife, I said, you remember that boy was so at years. Today he said something. You know, and it touched me in some ways. You understand? At Kanjan, I had the brand called Chulugataki.
Okay.
That's why I even added Sophusha had Chulugataki.
Okay.
But still using the idea Sophusha to do.
Okay.
I was in a plan to do Chulugataki. You understand? But I said I liked the way the positiveness on those guys about push about spankisa stands. You understand?
And we often take them for granted.
For granted.
No, man.
Yes.
It's just helping me to put my clothes out in the car, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think it takes a great person to observe certain things that you end up, building something out of it. Because obviously, if you were that kind of a person or ignorant, what's that? But when you were so observant and you took it seriously to a point, no man, so push a tot, like you've explained now, it's okay, it only many push when you win something was as a whole. But my next question, where's that guy now?
The last time I saw Snow White was before a lockdown.
Okay.
After a lockdown, I've never seen him. And it's one guy that around the Orange Farm who is the first guy who used to wear my brand.
Wow.
Every time.
I was about to ask you that, my guy. Did you even maybe give him a shirt or even a sport? So if you're saying it was the first one.
The first one around the Orange Farm to wear my brand. Every time, whenever I do something, merchandise, I will always think of him.
Nice.
That's why the last time I saw him was before a lockdown. After lockdown, I came and looked for him. I never found him. I asked Amachita. He told me which Yompega Ipam Springs.
Okay.
I went to PS complex. Man, figure about 2 years. Never seen him. Every time I'm Kulmang, I become emotional because of I wished I could have known where he stays, so that I can go and ask. And everybody will tell me, they say it's still around because not long ago, that was 3 weeks back after my show on Sunday.
Okay.
I met Elinyo Khotmani Lapayana, like the mall. I told him, now my number one. You understand? Because I don't think I owe him. I don't think he owes me. But I think it's a brother that I should be able to be checking up on him now and then. But I had so many things that I planned in order to change his life. Not to give him money, not to give him a job, but to sit with him down and then we try to say, hey man, where can we help? Because I remember I once organized a Sanka.
Okay,
There's a building, I organized for him there. That is another reason why I've been looking for him, because of he was into cows, you understand? So I've been trying to get hold of him due to that. And then somebody said to me, maybe wabalegiswa ileyo nto kuwe ukuthi abantu abankawuzayo mawuthuzumikisa lezi zinto azilayo and then kuba problem. But the way he understood me, the way he loved me, I don't think that is that. I don't know. And now and then when I pray, I always ask God, I also wish I could meet him again. But yeah, now we as he knew, and whatever, even if Benko gets something, he kept or is sporty, I will give him. Because I remember the last sporting him is still black. I had the yellow cap, the yellow sporty that I always wear. And people they always ask me, why was Tanda sport? Because there was only the two of those left. The yellow one I was selling it, and then the white one, the black one I was wearing it. And then I wanted to give him the yellow one. Let's is let's is 10 years Zenzilinho. Okay. And then was started in that man. And then I was like, sharp ntwana. What Makatata is, and then I had to replace, rather than selling this one, and it was the last merchandise is what they sell. But rather than go to your things, let me wear this one. Canting is cover. That will be the last merchandise in Sokhuluma ngaye naye. You understand? But yeah, that's how Sophusha was born, and then yeah, ever since 2016, I've been pushing Sophusha Sibe Grend. It's a motivation not only to hustlers, it's a motivation also to the couples, because of when you look at your partner and then you say, baby, Sophusha Sibe Grend, and then she becomes that partner.
Motivated.
Yes, this guy who needs something, or this woman who needs something, which we have to believe, which isn't also a Grend. So I take it as a daily life motivation.
Nice.
As a daily life motivation. When you feel weak, when things are not coming all right, and then you are wearing Sophusha Sibe Grend, any merchandise, because of we go as far as having the cups.
Yeah. That's what we use as well.
Yeah. You get my point. So more puza manzi ngalo, more puzi coffee ngalo, ubanale ukuthi, you know.
Super Grend.
We'll
be fine.
Yeah, we just have to continuously
pushing,
and keep that consistency of pusher. Super Grend. The Bible actually that you don't know which uNkulunkulu usipusisa. God's timing is never wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, my man, I'm impressed. Your business chain, it's out of this world. And you know, when people look at us as business people, they think these things is challenging just like that. And to what you've just explained, what you were catching a train from one station to another, selling, and then making time to go to school. Someone out there might be like, that is not possible. And I know it is possible, because the fact that back then isn't the way we're going according to, you know, what they're supposed to. It's in terms of time management was perfect. ESCOM didn't have any issues. Everything was fine. But then I just want to find out, when you told Umama Sekai about the idea, what was her response? And the reason why I'm asking is because sometimes as business people, we tend to rely on support of my partners with it. And that support is very crucial as well. And if you don't get that positive response, it's easy for you to fall down and even, you know, get discouraged. But how was the response? And I'm glad that she's here.
Yeah.
And she's smiling.
Yeah. The thing is, she's not only my partner, she's not only she's my friend. She's my sister. If you can check, we look alike.
Okay.
Don't you see we look alike?
Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah. If you don't know which you are partners, you did think which you are siblings. So she's one person who believes in me, and I think her ways, how are we met? She already knew that I'm a hustler. I'm there because we met at tertiary. Already there, I was still pushing my own things. You get my point? When we met, I was already pushing my own things. So she's been knowing that I'm dating a hustler. I'm dating that guy who will come up with the idea and say, Mama K, there's this. Can we push? And then she will be like, what's up, Con? Which I will do it. And then I'll do it. And then she's always there to support me. And you did be surprised. Every merchandise that she owns out of this brand, she buys it.
Is it? Wow. So she's your first customer.
She's my loyal customer.
Yeah.
Every merchandise that she has that I've done, she buys it
with no credit.
Cash. She makes a budget. Who was Tatimali again? At a meeting young bitch, it's sure. I let business.
Nice.
You understand? And that has even taught our kids to say, there is no free things at home. If you want this, you must buy this. You get my point. They've already adopted even that style. Cook manje, the one who funa a hoodie, and she said to me, "Hey Baba, that's in for the hoodie. Go carry am ngine malenga esengi safe, and then I ignore and nzengatha ngimzwa." You understand? So it's a continuous thing that she taught even our kids, and of which it also benefits the business, because of this is not my business.
It's a legacy.
It's a legacy. You understand? As much as she always says that to the kids, said, ubaba makazonikeza izinto kusasa nifuna imali ekhira. So ithatha le mali ekhira because of ubaba manganamali akunamali. Manginemali ubaba unemali. Ubaba makanemali nginemali ninemali. You get my point? So if you want a sport for free, thengisa ezi3 kubangani bakho.
Then you get something.
Goes
back to that. Sell for 100 rand, get a 30 rand pro, and then you can always buy something for yourself.
Most definitely. Yeah. And that's what they are doing now. For sport, I must convince 3 of my friends to buy 1 or 2, 3 things. And then baba or mama nangu bathengile ningizama ngani. She brought business in home. She worked for that, for her to get that. You understand? So but Diana, she going back to your question, she has been supportive. Uyazi ukuthi ngiyazicabangela into zami uhlala ngitshela athi mawuhleli nje uhlala ucabangela ya eWest and then we are in the north side and then wena so ucabanga ukuya eWest so ufuna sijike from eWest going to north but she understand me as ngitsho we met at tertiary and I was already pushing. She knew when she goes into this relationship, nomuntu unjani, uphila kanjani. Because I've been hustling all my life. Everything that I do, it's all about hustling. The career that I have, it's hustling.
Okay, let's talk about challenges, man, because it's not only as much as we've been talking now. We're talking about great stories, inspiring stories, but let's talk about the challenges that you face. You know, for now we're gonna be focusing on Sophusha Sibe Grend now Chulugatak. But let's talk about like I'm a business worker. Like what are the certain challenges that you're facing, and those might be the ones that might somehow, as much as you motivate yourself every day, but you know those challenges that are there. What are those challenges?
Challenges always be there when I'm a senator, Brian. But I think it will be time, because sometimes you talk about your pusher is more golo. And then I've got other things that I'm also doing. There is my 9 to 5 that I will have to still there, and then you patanisa la payana. If I'm not patanising there, it's a push at and Chulugataki, they are suffering. But the challenges are always there. The customers, sometimes we get customers who are difficult, because customers are difficult. As last thing you were interviewing who stood there. Yeah. He told you that he's a man of solutions. I think from the young man he is, I've learned that. When I started working with him on this brand, he told me one thing. I would say, Takago's solutions. Let's not entertain the problems. Let's always come up with the solutions, because I'm a very professional person. I will fight with you for why this cup in a yellow, why a customer will order a yellow cup and then you bring a pink cup, and then you want to convince a client to buy the pink cup. You understand? So you always told me, we must always think of solutions. Yes, the challenges are there, but let's focus more on how we solve those challenges. But challenges are there. Customers, umunye uyatenga shota nge-10 rand, and then antshela ukuthi ngizokunikeza 10 rand. When you meet him or her, uthi ndoda ngikoloda 10 rand. Athi ndoda 10 rand. You understand? And uyakhohlwa ukuthi kule 10 rand,
it's part of the profit.
It's part of the profit. You understand? It's part of the wheels that are running this business. You understand? So those are the kind of challenges that we meet, that we come across. And friendship are also friends who want things for free. The celebrities, you come across the celebrities that we grew up with. Say, ntwana, bring it this, and then let me advertise it for you without buying. And then you say, no man, you can't be doing that. You understand? So those are the kind of challenges. And somebody who's beyond that wall, will be like, advertisement. I don't think you wait. You bought it yourself, and you bought it like last year. You get my point. You bought this cap last year, and I never even convinced you to buy it. You get my point. You texted me and it's Hotman, I need this, and I'll buy it. So somebody will say they will like the idea, they will like the content, but they still want it for free because of he or she's in the limelight. And forgetting it's not all about who's where and where. I understand. This is a business as much as your career.
I think it goes back to respect after all.
Most definitely.
We just need to respect one another, respect our businesses, whether it's from a township, whether it's from the BEPS, but at the end of the day, we just need to respect. I just want to backtrack. You spoke about something which is very important. When a person are short at 10 rand and you're chasing them for that 10 rand, some people will end up even leaving it. But it's okay, it's just 10 rand. Why is it so important that we continue chasing that 10 rand?
As much as I said, it's a wheel that runs in this business. You cannot drive a car with 3 wheels. You need this 4th wheel, and you need that 4th wheel in a world in Almoya. You understand? So it's like you when punches at the 4th wheel. So when I'm one person, they know me, they will tell you. I'm definitely sure they're gonna watch this
no,
and then they will tell you what iPhone you understand? So that's a person that I've become, and I will give you reasons. I'm not a rude person, you understand? I'm a businessman, I'm a hustler, you understand? I'm a respectful man. I respect, and then I expect people to respect my hustle, and I will give you a reason. We tend to 10 rand, and I need that 10 rand because of I've got people who are working on this brand. You might see I came up with the idea. I'm the owner of the brand, but there are guys who are selling this brand. They expect to get something at the end of the day. There are guys who are producing this brand. They expect you to get something at the end of the day. There's transportation from the studio or from the where they do the brand, and then they bring it to the client, or they bring it to me. They expect something, those guys, to get at the end of the day. You get my point? So I won't have excuses to those guys. I won't have excuses to those guys. Now it's even worse. We did a collaboration with the K production, which is owned by Studer, whereby Studer is handling everything that has to do with Sophusha and Julukataki. You understand? So he's a businessman. If I say to him, "Shotang 10 rand," he will tell you straight, he will say, "Hotman, you know I'm running a business."
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. If I say to him, "Bring the merchandise to my house," he even charged for transportation. So I won't say to him, "Niti, later merchandise," and then I run away, and then uzotola if we are mindlini akashiyanga next. You can afford. You will definitely tell her, "I just tell akashiyanga next. Ngizochika na 1 2 3 izinto. Uzobe yazozilanda Hotman and uchika naye kwazo."
It's an expense.
It's an expense. So that's how this business is run. That's the importance of that 10 rand, because of that 10 rand is profit. There is somebody who's getting paid from that 10 rand. There is somebody who's getting transport money out of that brand. And there's also a marketing. Data, it's money.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Nice one. I mean, you've touched one of the most important things. You know, while you're talking, I'm listening, you spoke about 9 to 5. And there are people out there who are still comfortable with one salary. And you've also touched that you have to squeeze your 9 to 5 to push your brand. So I think to someone out there who would like to start, I think it's about time that you start. Whether you've got a 9 to 5, like you said, create as much as you've got 24 hours a day, make it 48 hours. Yes. Then you will make time. There's no, I say to people, it's an excuse. It's katasiko, it's an excuse. There is time. You just need to make time. Yes. So it doesn't matter whether you are working or not. If you need to start something, up until you understand that one salary, it won't do anything to you, then you will start pushing. I love that. Let's talk about your strength. You personally, that diverts to the brand, diverts to your businesses? What are your strengths?
I'm a very consistent man.
Nice.
I am a hardworking person. I'm loyal and humble. I think most of the things, that's why you always see me I believe in everything, the strength that I have, the grace of God is upon me. So the man above is the one that does everything for me. So that consistency that people see, that everybody sees, and I think I got it from him. And the respect, I respect everyone. I know people would be like, "Hi, Kakago's." You get my point, but I'm one person who will respect you beyond the walls. You understand? I don't have to come on this side for me to respect you. I will respect you on your absence. I will respect you on your presence. Nice. So that's the most things. That's my strength. That's what keeps me going. And most of the people, and I'm a very humble person, because of things that I do. Remember, I'm a coach. I have got boys, and then I had to take these qualities and then transfer to them to show them this is what you can do. My 9 to 5 work also includes working with young people. You understand that there is hustling on the side, which is majority of the people who are buying this brand are young people. They expect me to be humble. They expect me to respect them. They expect me to
even respect yourself.
To respect myself. You understand? I've got a family that I have to look after, and I respect my family. The consistency to love my family, to push my brand, to push my 9 to 5, to push my soccer team, and to do everything, try to balance everything. I think that's what my strengths are based on. You understand? Yeah. So that's me.
Okay, and your weaknesses? What's something that that will have a negative impact on the business? I see the wife is smiling.
Yeah, and that's what we should always. That is why there are customers. There are other customers that I'm not dealing with. You get my point. I've got who's still there that I will send him. It is still there. Go and deal with that customer. I've got my wife. I will say go and deal with that customer. Because I'm a soft-hearted person. He's soft, very soft.
But okay, as much as we are soft. Okay, I guess I don't have to ask you because, like you said, you send your wife, you send your stoter, so then it defeats the whole purpose of you. Then like trying to not to fight, but to be tough. So you're telling me, which there's no time like to be tough.
I do, and actually, they said I'm that the toughest nut to break. You get that from my learners, you get that from my boys on my soccer team, on my sports academy, even the guys who are working there. Like, I remember now on the association that we are affiliated at, the Safari region, Sibe region, and then I'm the youngest chairman on that region. Wow. And then they said, "Hey, ntwana control and you never tell anything." And I'm looking at myself, you understand? But I think I'm a man of rules and regulations.
Integrity.
Yes. Then we have to go by the book. We have to do things accordingly, the way they're supposed to happen. That's what beats more people. That's what other people, they will say, he's tough or he's having that tough love on us. But it helps. It helps because of when you approach me, you know the kind of person that you're coming against. I'm not that that hidden cards that you don't know what is in there, whether it's a spade or a dice. I'm an open person. It's a dice, it's a spade. It's up to you how you work on them. You understand? So most of my students high score next is because of I'm a man of rules and regulations.
So let's talk about your pricing strategy, how do you determine which this cup it's a certain amount of money and your rental, like, okay, let's talk about your prices and how do you go about pricing your products? Does it have to do with your location, or it's one price everywhere? If you say something, brand it's same price. If you say Orange Farm, Soweto, Booking, same price. And what determines the prices?
Okay, the pricing, this brand, it's one.
Okay.
We have a flat pricing.
Okay.
Whether you from the Eastern Cape, because this brand is not only in Gauteng. It's been, people are wearing it all the 9 provinces, including Zimbabwe. Last in 2021, when I was in Zimbabwe, I had people who ordered the merchandise. I have people who still ordering the merchandise.
And I'm sure hometown Lesotho as well.
Worse. It's worse. they even, there's a friend of mine who said, I think you need to do it kakasusuti. You understand?
How I wanna
pusha you get my point? And we had a conversation and I laughed and he said, serious, because of and everyone would be like, and then they have to remind them, nah man, oh no, right? Oh, now we see it. You get my point. So yeah. But yeah, that pricing wise, we normally sit down and then look at the economical status. I think we were also discussing that at the Mama. Hey man, it's been long. We never increased the prices. I think the last time we increased the prices was before lockdown.
Okay. Yeah,
it was before lockdown. And then she said, I think it made us pay about 99 cents. About 95 cents. You understand that there and there. And then I said, let's look at the economy. Things have gone up, and then you understand your transportation, the merchandise, and all those things. But we do sit down as family to make pricing and then to discuss on price. We check the market. Also, the competitors are very important. You must also check your competitors, because quality is everything. Quality is everything. When you're going to do something and then you check the quality and say, this deserves this price. You understand? We do our hoodies, whereby there's umakoko usenzelayo, our own hoodies, and that person, he has to I color from the scratch. You understand? And I color from the scratch. I can negotiate the price yakhe. Ukunikeza a flat price ukuthi Cargo's ihoodie yami imali engaka. Then when I uzobona ukuthi uyenza kanjani, and we're talking 100% made. Asikhuluma ngento enziwe from e-organic brought in South Africa. Sikhuluma ngomuntu oyenza lento who has to make a living at the end of the day. You understand? So that's how we work our pricing, based on the production. Based off the production and the market. Okay, so tell me, Isputako, how much a shirt, a cup, and a cap that maybe people would like to buy? Yes, we've got our hoodies. Hoodies is 350. The hoodies, they can go to my social media. There is also Sophusha Sibe, Grend and Julugataki social media page. Yes. And then all the headgears, or everything, cap, sport, strogo, it's 100 rand, it's a flat pricing. And maybe when winter comes, we start discussing it. We take minutes for 99 cents. Maybe they can see the price in a different pricing, or the merchandise in a different pricing. And then all the t-shirts is 200 rand. All the t-shirts. And then we've got these cups that you normally use whenever, like now, Spuza Nayo. Spuza Manzo, guys, we're drinking water, by the way. I'm not. I had a message, I had a motivation. We've got this. If you check, these 2 cups are not the same. Yes. This one is 57 rand, which is 60 rand. When you give us 60 rand, we give you the rand change. And that price was, the price I by first one year, you understand? And she said, no, Papa, this was actually, this is her department.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the one who's pushing these
The cup.
cups.
Okay.
Yes. Then she sells it 57 rand. I don't know why 57 rand.
She's got her own.
She's got her own.
Maybe one day we must invite her.
Yes, and then this one is 25 rand.
Okay.
The cup. And then we've got the smaller one again, which is 15 rand a cup.
Okay.
And then yeah. And what else? Oh, we've got the teacups.
Oh, okay.
I call them the magic cup.
Okay.
I call them the magic cup. More when you tell a man that it changes the color, it gives you that brand. Sophusha Sibe Grend. Go to our social media pages, you will see all those things. It's 100 rand that cup.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. We have ice bucket. The ice bucket, they differ. We've got the ice bucket for 110 rand. We also have ice bucket for 150 rand. Okay. Now we are planning to do the cooler boxes. We're still working around the idea on what kind of a cooler box we want to do, but it has to be a cooler box of its own, because ngispana nabantu ababhaya, you understand? And I'm one person who like the ideas. There's guys that I met recently. They are doing cooler box, blank. Wow. You understand? Wow. So they brought the idea to me. Said, "Akagos, we've got this thing that we are doing. Are you interested?" You understand? So we were talking on the social media. They said, "Man, we know what you are pushing, and then we've got this. We're gonna bring you the one of the cooler boxes, and then you can work it out." So there's a cooler box that is coming that you have never seen. Nice, yeah, nice. It's done by the carpenters. Remember, I'm also a carpenter. Yeah.
I know you are gifted in terms of your hands.
Yeah, so they brought that idea. Said, and they were my student after all. They were my student before. And then they came up with that idea, nice. Saying, Hotman, we are doing this and we want you to test it for us. So before I can even put the price on it, I have to see it and then check it. And then if corner like made a gloomy, so corner sloomy, but there's a nice cooler box that out of this world that is coming. You just have to look out on it. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Hotman, in closing, and I think I'm going to start asking this question to every businessman who's gonna come on this show going forward. Why is it so important for us as business people to think out of the box? You know, why is it so important? Because someone will say, no, man, I can take this and paste it and then that's it. But why is it so important that we think out of the box? We put more effort in what we do, but we use our critical thinking. We think out of the box. Why is it so important as a business person?
Respecting your customers. The first thing is that you have to take your customers or the people that you're going to sell these ideas to very serious. This is a content. This is a merchandise. This is something that somebody will go and face the certain people, and then he or she has to have a confidence. So us thinking out of the box also helps us in developing our own because I once met a friend of mine, I think it was 2007. Okay. He said to me, each and every house must have a business. 2021, you said the same thing. I don't know if you still remember on your show. Yes, the business yes, you said the same thing, and then I told you, my guy, what you said, somebody told me in 2008 or 2007. And you said, Hotman, what did I say? I just left you like that. I said to myself, maybe he said so many things, but this one, that's what I heard. You said the same thing to say, each and every house must have a business. So if you're going to start something, you think out of the box, you also take that inheritance to your kids, to your grandkids, to say umkhulu or ukoko umkhulu, the ones had this idea. Then we can, it's possible, it's doable. We can have 1, 2, 3. You understand? I started a sports academy in a place whereby,
and which you are doing good, man. I mean, well done on that.
I know.
That one you're doing good.
You get my point.
You don't have to waste time. I know you're rushing somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can continue.
So I started it in a place whereby nobody thought we would be.
It was going to be possible.
Yes, you understand. I remember in my street I had about 5 boys. The other pockets there were about 6 boys, and then 7 boys, 8 boys, and then I said I'm starting an academy, and everybody said academy man, you need 150 boys. Now we are sitting at 108 boys.
Wow.
108 boys. We are having the status of SAB League, which is we are representing the region. We are representing the municipality in the leagues from under 11, 13, 15, 19, and also the region. You see, so it's all about thinking for the future. It's all about thinking out of the box to say, I can start this. It might not work for me now, but I know it will work.
But like you said, you're creating a legacy.
Yes.
And one thing that is important, like you said, your daughter, she's pricing this, meaning that this brand on its own, it's going to go, from generation to generation, because already, Obaba Kali Foundation, the daughter is doing the cups, then her kids as well will also take over. Then it goes.
Most definitely. And you say, while you're still on that, she also came up with the same idea. I think it was a couple of weeks back.
Okay.
That other week, like, only love with Spanish. And then, particularly, Marababa, why you guza winter, and then I'm a brand, and then he transport what we want, all day he would. So she was like asking, Umalume order hoodie, and then whenever is he getting his thing, remember, who else with marketing is doing something from there. So they are pushing. I must get them, and then they take it to Malume must pay, and then they must get something. You understand? So and then, until she said they were discussing, we said, I mean, this is the wow. You get my point? I don't want to that's what exactly what I want them to think of. You understand? They said, this is I said, Ben Tatan's computer now. But where one was over we won. So tattoo mama sim begin. You understand? So we won that day. Understand? That's the idea that I wanted. And then I said to them, no, come up with the idea. Let's see if it's going to work. As if I'm challenging them. You understand? Let's see if yours going to work. And then let's see if Mama also spy. But when you have 1 billion, especially no Mama. Also, it's an idea. Let's see. Then you're building them to become creative and business minded. Yes.
And I think that's the culture we need to do to our kids out there. Like, I mean, I know there's a lot of skills out there. Everyone wants to be an engineer. Everyone wants to be a teacher. Everyone wants to be this big, whatsoever, profession. But the skill of selling, it's very important. I mean, if your kids can be able to sell to Umalumo driver, I mean, what's that? I mean, if we can have that selling skill to each and every household out there, I mean, I don't see us as black people, being hungry.
Most definitely.
You understand? Because if one person in that household can be able to sell something, then definitely we are able to, reduce the unemployment rate, to reduce the poverty rate that we are on now. But Godman, thank you so much for coming through. Bakuthola kuphi abantu mfethu, ama social media handles wakho, ama number wakho, if Madam allows it to put a number wako. But where do people order Sophusha Grend? By the way, guys, I'm wearing it as well. Yeah. So back to Paman.
Cargo Topisi on all social media platforms. We have a social media page. It's Sophusha Chilugataki. It's on social media platforms. Use on Tolada 065-235-7103. That's my numbers, and then you place your order, and then the number one hustler. I think DJ Sibe is the number one Knoxman. I'm the number one hustler. She's never been in the hustler like me. Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you also H2O has to put your name there on their vest. No, dog. Thank you so much, Mpechu.
Thank you,
Thank you so much for coming
Thank you,
through.
my friend.
We wish you all the best. I know this is not the only business you have.
Yeah.
You are a businessman. We wish you all the best. And as time goes by, maybe we'll have part 2 where we'll be talking about other businesses. You spoke about something which is very important. Those guys about creator box. And I know you've requested that I interview some of your students. Yes. And which is, look, let's make time and bring those guys on board. Then let's do this, because remember the platform, it's built for certain for those type of creatives. So if those kids, they are able to come through, bring them on. Let's talk and then let's push this. Perfect. Ms. Again, we had Cargo Topisi, and I'll definitely make it a point ukuthi masizo editor le video le masizo ifaka sayifaka H2O. I want that verse. Having said that, Perfect, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. It's because of you guys, and you know what, let's do this same time, same place, right here on Groovebag Studios with the one and only Masingita. And this is Podcast with Masingita. The hashtag is there, hashtag the business crib. Danko.